Hello, welcome. I'm Trev the Geek. I'm a geekologist and this is Geekology. Today we're going to talk to you about the TWS from CCA, the CX10. CCA are well known for making no frills, high quality products at inexpensive prices. I've reviewed the CCA C4, the C10, the C10 Pro, the C12, and now the CX10 comes under our gaze. And let me tell you now, so as you don't switch off immediately, that this is worth waiting for. We will unbox it. That won't take long, never does with CCA. We will do a how-to guide. We'll talk to you about the sound quality, build value for money, and then we'll say ta-ra. The CX10 is based on the CCA C10, a model of which you'll find I've reviewed previously and that I liked a lot. The CX4 is the cheaper version of the CX10. It's a truly wireless, but it's based on the CCA C4. I didn't particularly like them, and I wouldn't particularly recommend that you went for the CX4 unless you really were tight on your budget. Take those two earbuds out and you'll notice one is flashing green and one isn't. What I wanted to show you is that on the back of this one is revealed a piece of tape. Unless you take that tape off, it will not respond. Even now I suspect I may have to put it back into the charging cradle. And there we go. Charging box has come on and this light's come on. Okay, and the flashing city green light says that it's connected. So we'll just put those to one side now. I mean, it's fancy cardboard, but it's nothing special, is it? And in here, you get a few extra tips, all sort of see-through, sort of very cheap and cheerful things. Basically exactly the same tips as come on there, just different sizes. A reasonable quality micro USB. Not USB-C. Next track. Play Eric Clapton. CX10 in use on AAC, don't use SBC, is excellent. Very few dropouts. I have covered 30 miles running with these and they've dropped out on me for a momentary, like half a second, on maybe 4 occasions during the course of perhaps 8 runs. Nothing to worry about. Great sound. They don't ever feel like they're going to fall out of my ears, and in fact when I take them out of my ears, the ear tip, particularly on the left, goes inside out, so that shows we've got a reasonably good seal. The only problems I found with the seal popping in and out was when I put a hat on when it was exceptionally cold running at 3 o'clock in the morning. The sound quality, both on the move and listening seriously, the CCA C10 wired will obviously excel compared to these, but these are no slouches, and if anything I prefer the faster, punchier bass on these, which is ideal when you're on the run and you can imagine your feet slamming down onto the ground, creating that low vibration that any earphone is going to have to overcome to make it feel like there's any bass in the music whatsoever. The mids are clear enough and the highs are clear enough, and the sound quality on that codec on AAC is nice and clear, very enjoyable when on the run. You're not getting any microphonics from the cables. SBC is to be avoided, and in my opinion, I've not heard them, the CX4 is to be avoided, and if you can, save up the money and get the CX10, because I've tried them and I know they're good, and I know they will pass my seal of approval. They're likely to pass yours too. The case is cheap. So let's put that to one side. The one good thing about the case, I think it's going to be difficult to scratch it. It certainly hasn't scratched yet. And I've been using it almost every day. But when we take these out of the case, to me, they look really glossy. They're a lovely fit. And they look sculpted, don't they? Forget the ear tips, they don't look anything special, but they're bland enough that they blend in okay. They've even got a sort of silvery sheen in this light, haven't they? I like the look of them. I prefer the look of them to the other TWS earphones I've got, which I've reviewed already, so I don't want to go over those in any great detail. The Hi-Fi Man TWS 600 and 800. The 600 retails at $49. These cost around $60. And the 800 retails at $299. Both of them do not hold a candle to these in terms of looks, fit, usability. Even the finger gestures are easier to use on these than they are on the Hi-Fi Man 600 or 800s, and sound quality is better. Plus, they don't fall out of my ears. They're a good fit into my ears. They're not too bulky. Under normal using conditions, at a decent volume with the AAC codec on and moving around, the battery life is unlikely to last beyond 3 hours. And with the charging case, one would get around about 10 hours out of the earphones. So you're looking at three hour uses out of the earphones. It is very difficult to criticize them in any way particularly. These could hold their own with another $60 earphone. I didn't think that I'd be saying that this early on in the evolution of the TWS technology. And I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Sunny from Better Audio US for being so loyal with me and for providing me with the stuff I need to help both her bring her products forward and for me to introduce quality products to you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Add on to the written reviews that I do on Geek Central on Facebook, on Headfire's Take an Idea, and on Subjective Reviews. All the links can be found on my YouTube page. Stay tuned, there is so much more that I'll be showing you over the course of the next few months. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.